looking at 5 steps of guard passing. Okay? So step 1 was removing connections, which we covered on Tuesday. Step 2 was I didn't want the soles of cars' feet pointing at me, so we looked at 3 ways of not letting them point at me. Then step 3 was from a neutral position, we were trying to find a mechanical or tactical advantage, which basically meant I wanted to get maybe inside control of one of my shins from that position. Now, obviously I can't stop that knee, I'll be looking over the underhook, and then I can get cross-face pressure, underhook pressure. From that position then I can swim inside, possibly mount. A tactical advantage would be possibly, an example of that would be combat based. So I don't want the soles of his feet pointing at me, I can push one down and move into combat base. That would be a tactical advantage for me. Another example of a tactical advantage would be I don't want his feet pointing at me, so I stuff it and move into headquarters. Danaher calls this the split squat position. Again, we're going to go into this a lot deeper next week. So again, I have an advantage here, Carl doesn't. And again, he talks about these safety positions as a platform to initiate all your basic passes, double unders, over-unders, leg drags. I think there's only about 6 we'll look at, but we want to be getting into one of these safety positions before we actually initiate the pass. So, what's step 4? Okay. Step 4 is I never want Carl's knees pointing at me. Okay, in other words, I want his knees pointing in the opposite direction. So we took it from step 2 was I would possibly move his knees to one side. Okay, maybe I made grips and I moved the knees to one side. Notice the way Carl's knees, he would be pointing them at me. So all I'm going to do with my right hand grip is basically pin Carl's knee mat. Notice the way I'll be passing to Carl's right and I'll lead his knees pointing. Simple little concept. So again, if I get bullfight grips, okay, I don't want Carl's feet pointing at me, so I just cut an angle. Okay? But now you don't want his knees pointing at me. You try to bullfight pass and your knees are pointing at you, the Carl's putting in reverse like heel hooks and stuff. We don't want that. So we just pin that knee to the mat and then we'll pass this way. Okay, step 4 on. Another example of that would be I don't want the soles of his feet pointing at me. I point them up, I can drop into the double under position, I can pull Carl onto my lap, and now from there when I find the collar, look at where his knees are, I don't want them, I want them pointing away from me. Notice the way they're pointing to Carl's left and I'm passing to his right. Over under position, his feet are pointing at me, so I'll stuff one in the split squat position and then I drop into an over under style pass. Notice the way Carl's knees are pointing up and at me, so when I kind of walk this way and windshield wiper, okay, I will make his knees point away from me. That makes sense? Leg drag from a position, cross grip, knees are pointing away from me, and passing to that side. That makes sense? Sometimes you might run into problems. Say I was in the bullfight pass position, I cut an angle, and now from there when I go to pin this knee, Carl's adamant on bringing his knees back to face me. So that push can become a pull. That makes sense. And then I put my hand and go to the other side. An example of that from a pass would be, so Carl's playing butterfly guard, he's sitting up. I could make that reach over back position, my free hand, grab the pass, and now from there I can put my head on his shoulder, and if I start to push him back, I can make a low step pass. And again, I want Carl's knees pointing away from me, so I'll be using, then I fill the space. Again, just playing this position, again, fighting. I I make that grip. Free hand, makes the hands, head and shoulder. As I initiate the pass, I get him into the shoulder cutter position and just flex. I think he knows what the hook here because his knees are pointing towards me. I'll be pushing into it. But sometimes constantly made the hook. And now I notice the way I can't push, and he wants to bring his knee inside, so I can physically, instead of pushing, I can push it down, put my head on the mat, and pass to the other side. So, that's our fourth step. Don't worry, we're not picking all this up, this is just kind of like an overview. We'll be going into all the individual passes at a later stage, but I will give you a drill at the end of this. So the fifth method, or the fifth step, and it's probably the one that most beginners and weight best don't do, is killing the hips. I'll show you an example of that. Say make the bullfight pass position. Yeah? I cut the angle so Carl's feet aren't pointing at me. Okay? Now my goal is to pin his knee to the mat. Okay, so his knees are pointing away. The next thing is I want head control. The problem is I start to reach for the head, and with the underhook he's already now turning his knees, and he'll bring his inside knee in or get to his knees. Okay, one more time. So from that bullfight position, here, okay, I cut that slight angle. Okay. His feet aren't pointing at me. I pin that knee, okay, and then as I try to get upper body control, guard this time. Okay. The mistake I didn't make was I didn't control his hips. So the second I point his knees in the opposite direction, okay, I want to control his hips. Does that make sense? I'll show you a few examples of that from our double under position. Okay, so again, I could bring Carl's legs up. I can drop down and double under pass. We'll be covering this in detail next Thursday. I make the grip, find the back of the pants, put Carl up. Now as I turn the knees, I just don't go for the head from this position. Now from here, notice the way I put my hip. I want to make a wedge. The second I'm here, I'm making a wedge with my right knee and my right hand on the belt. Notice my hands on this side and my knees there. Carl's trying to move his hips from here. Very, very difficult. Better get your guard back, Carl. Now from this position, my hands on the collar then, now I make a reverse crossface. Now, that makes sense? Another example for over-under. So if I get Carl's feet on the mat, I don't want his feet pointing at me, so I move into the staging position. Over-under pass. Again, hard for me to fill that space. If Carl connects his right knee to his elbow, so I tripod up and walk his leg straight in windshield wiper. Now from here, I'm controlling his hips. My left arm and right hand is controlling, and then I bring this through. And trample. Move the hips, Carl. Then I'm the drive, cross face, and underhook. Leg drive. So, I make the cross grip, drag it, here's the way. I've got myself into a staging position. I've got a mechanical advantage with my shin across, his knees are pointing away. Okay, but I want to control these hips, so I'll pin it with my elbow. I usually make a grip on the back, and what I'll do with my knee is I'll make that wedge. And my knee comes inside. Carl tries to move his hips from here. Very, very difficult. And when the moment's right, I can move into side control or take. Make sense? Lost you? It's about 30 moves. Right, let's just put that into one drill that you're going to do now, using those 5 methods. And that's what you want to be thinking about when we're going through this mesocycle. Those 5 steps of guard passing. Step 1, remove connection. Step 2, you don't want his feet pointing at you. Step 3, get a mechanical or tactical advantage. Step 4, we don't want his knees pointing at you. Okay? And step 5, case the hips, control the hips, and look for that. every guard pass that we're going to do over the next month will involve those 5 steps. So we'll just go from Danaher. So he's playing a Danaher guard, he's got the collar and he's got the ankle. If you were in on Tuesday, we've done a little bit of this drill. What's the first thing I need to remove? Stuff this? No? Okay. Well, no way. I don't want that. It's the posture break first. So rather than stuffing this, you just find this. Rotate. His knuckles up, hold it there, pop it off. If I let go, it's back in again, so we control it. I can reach through and find this. And now I'll just pull it up. Jordan knows jiu-jitsu, he's bringing his knees to his chest, his feet are pointing at me. Step 2 or whatever, he's went into spider guard, probably a different move, I don't worry, I'll wing it, keep it down. I'll switch to here, okay? And now from here, I can walk his leg this way. And now I'll make a mechanical advantage by bringing my shin to the side. That makes sense? And now I can strip that grip. We'll keep it simple, and when he brings his knees to his chest, from this position, we are going to go into the split squat position. Okay, this is a good position to be in. Now from here, I am initiating the pass, and Carl's knees are pointing at me, which isn't good. But when I win that underhook and I come through, I haven't actually passed here. Looks as if I've passed. I need to lift my ass and walk Carl's hips this way. Right, so his knees are pointing away, which was step 4. And step 5, see that underhook? You just clamp my elbow, so that my right elbow to his left hip, and my hip is connected to his right. So, when you initiate the pass, we want to control the hips before we go for the head. Does that make sense? So we get one more time. So Carl has the Danaher hook in, he's got the collar, and he's got ankle control. Now the other grips he'll be making, we'll address this, we will be looking at passing this guard at a later stage. So grab, turn, pop it off, keep it. Free hand reaches through, finds the wrist. I can pop this off, and now from here, I'll be making my grips. I don't want his feet pointing at me, so as I stuff one, I'm going to move into the split squat position. Okay? So from here, I have a mechanical advantage, okay, which is step 3. Step 4, I am initiating the pass, okay, but Carl's knees are pointing at me, which is step 4. So as I drop through, I can put my hips on. Right? The only part of my body on the mat is my feet. Not even my elbows on the mat. I want Carl carrying my weight. It looks as if it's on the mat, but it's wedging here. That makes sense? Now I connect my hip to Carl's, and I'll physically walk his knees away from me. And now step 5, I've wedged here. Now a lot of the times from here, a reaction people will make will be they'll be pushing. He knows I want to move from here to here, and they'll be pushing with 2 hands. So sometimes what I'll do is from there I'll come under, 1 double unders, and just pull myself in, and then I have. So I'm going to move in this direction. So from Danaher, pop off that first grip, keep it. Sometimes if you can't get through that space and that's tight, I will drive in a little bit and then kind of pop it off and pluck that. Then I'm back up into my full fight pass position. I'm going to stuff this, move into the split squat position. Okay. Start to initiate the pass, but I haven't done step 4. So as I come through, I walk my hips back. Notice the way, Carl's knees are pointing away, which is step 4. Also step 5 is have control of his hips. I'm not worried about the head yet. As Carl starts to move, very hard for him to get guard, and especially a reaction is they're pushing here. That's just giving me the underhook. So he's pushing me back, there will be space for that. Sometimes I can make the grip here. Okay, now I can just kind of drop that up and come under. Okay, still like this, yeah?